Respected divine friends, welcome, hearty salutations, also gratitudes, also congratulations, and also relentless prayers that the goodness, the sincerity, the faith, the effort in us keeps on happening, growing till we reach the goal and even beyond to be the instrument in the hands of God. Remember the 13 Vyaktitvas, Lokasevaka, Dharmasthabaka, Viragi, Shishya, Bhakta, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Shanta, Sanskrita Bhasha Jnata, let us say. And just see the set of all these six in front of us, visualize them. Just you can do all these practices, they help. The Brahma Tattva waiting there as if telling us, do anusandhanam of me. The Ishvara Tattva, Ishtadevata, waiting there telling us as if, surrender to me, I'll remove the Maya. Feel that. Then look at the Mother Jagannatha saying that, again do prayers to me, you will be given the required stamina, sattva of sattva guna. Entire Devata groups are there. You can imagine them saying, why don't you remember us? Why don't you do upasana? We will equip you with all faculties intact and strong and healthy and long living and functional. They are all telling us. See, visualize like that. Then what is our response then? What are we telling as a response to their saying? What are we doing? Isn't it? Children ask us something, we tell them, and we do it, whether we do or not. Get me something, father, evening. Yeah, we may or may not get it, depending on that, the child's faith or love. So, too, the faith and love of these Devata Ganas on us depends on, are we doing what we have to do, what they are asking us. Same way, the Guru Gana, they are to laughing, saying that we are the expression of divine. I have approached you in your life only for your good, your growth, your development, and you are totally denying us, neglecting us, not even looking at us, not even recognizing our presence that we are there as the gurus and acharyas to guide you at your intellectual, emotional action level. We are very much there. Seek, we will be helping you. When they say that none of us approach them, so they just are laughing only. देखो जहाँ मदद मिलता है वहाँ नहीं जा रहे लोग, जहाँ फंसना होता है, and there they are going. है ना? The सद का संग and दुस्संग. I know sometimes they feel emotional. Then they understand. Emotion बनने से बात नहीं बनता. If those jivas are not interested, we need not worry. Let us be ready to help whenever they seek, as long as they seek. If they don't seek, never mind. Nothing to do. When the Lord asks us, they will tell Ki, they never approached me. I was available. All the Guru Ganas are waiting that way. Last but not the least is the Shruti Mata. She is so nowadays, out of my love for you, on your cell phone where you have all bhoga. To guide you in yoga, I am coming. But you are not recognizing my presence. You are again devaluing me. Sometimes you are contacting me, but that is not sufficient. Shruti Mata also is saying. So, making all these six things necessary to come contact every day is our sadhana or purushartha. Without missing the goal of our these 12 or 13 व्यक्तित्वास. एंड पक्का ये बात है, करते हैं तो होता है. होने के लिए जब हम करते हैं तो जैसा करना है वैसे करते हैं तो. So having remembered all this, let us do our study of Upanishad, Shwethashwathara, Krishna Yajurveda, Narayana, Sambandha Bhashyam. Like before any endeavor is taken up, the confirmation, the conviction is essential so that we don't regret after traveling or reaching, or while traveling, so that we don't get distracted or tempted. So the confirmation, conviction. What Bhagwan Adi Shankara is doing is this only, to bring that confirmation, helping us in getting that conviction that it's only in the anubhuti of the Tattva or Paramatma that there is mukti, not by any other activities, not by any other approaches, not by any other obtainments. You may approach anything, you may do anything, you may obtain many things, but none of them are mukti hetu. So, this information has to be confirmed, and for the sake of sadhana, we have to have the conviction. What is done through this exercise of referring to all Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, etc., is this only. And this trying to listen, trying to understand deeply itself is a beautiful, vigorous sadhana. What we are doing is sadhana only. This is what is sadhana. Trying to understand, trying to get confirmed, trying to get the conviction. This is a system. This is where we are at this level. Once these are done, obviously the next stage of really doing deep sadhana will follow. आप रोड पे ये रोड पार किया तो ऑब्वियसली आप जर्नी नहीं रोकोगे तो वी रीच टू द नेक्स्ट रोड, you know, which connects us to the next village or next step in our journey. In the same way, what we are doing or what we are blessed to do by the divine Krupa itself is sadhana. This is Nirantara Shravana. Let us do that. Before that, our Sankalpa, before that, our Prarthana, before that, like every day, a few minutes of Narayana. Some thoughts for our help. Today, what thoughts we can discuss? Common sense thought, spiritual, spiritual common sense thought. Mm. One is, have we decided? Very interesting question. Key, I have to have the Tattvanumuti. I have to have Brahmanumuti. I have to have Atmanumuti. I have to have Brahmatmaikya Bodha. All are same, but have you got this thought? Ki I have to have the Anumuti. Isn't it? It is out of frustration for the world, or it is out of knowing the glory of this. In either way, this is called in Yogavashtama Ramayana Bhasha Shubhecha. Very beautifully, Sri Vasishtha is going to put in front of us these things. I don't know in this or next prakarana. In that, he is humorously hinting to us that Atmanumuti Icha alone Shubhecha, every other Icha is Ashubha Icha. Shubhecha, Vicharana, Tanumanasa, then Padartha Bhavani, Asamsakti, Turyaga. 7 steps will be told to us. We will see. So, we have to check in ourselves ki when we are regular in our study of Shastra, listening to the Acharyas, शुभेच्छा बढ़ाना है. जिस सत्संग में बताने वाले गुरु इस दृष्टि से बताते हैं, so that guru is matured. Because all endeavors depend on what ichha we have. We have Jagad ichha, therefore all our efforts are towards that. I have to have Atma Anumoti. And in that तीव्र इच्छा, कि नहीं इच्छा है कहते हाँ स्वामी जी है, अगर आप फ्री में मिल जाए तो बताओ ले लेंगे. Many places our attitude, some things we take, but if somebody offers it, we are not interested. दे दिया तो यूज कर लेते. यहाँ स्पिरिचुअलिटी में ऐसा नहीं चलता हूँ. उसमें चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए, सिर्फ वही चाहिए मुझे, सिर्फ वही चाहिए मुझे, है ना. वही सिर्फ वही चाहिए, बिकॉज दैट अलोन इज रियलिटी, अदर थिंग इज अनरियल. ये कन्विक्शन आ गया मानो थ्रू द स्टडी ऑफ शास्त्रास, द मिथ्यात्व ऑफ द जगत very deeply. Then I don't want it. Why will I want any mithya? Whatever the Atman, it is reality. Reality, really real, really, yeah. Happy, happy. Then I want that. But this should become very deep. This desire for Paramatma should consume all other desires. Great achievement if it happens. We have to aim at that. Filhal, though it's an information. I should have the ichha, I should have the shubhecha, I have to have tivra shubhecha, which consumes all other ichhas. इसको मन में लगावे, कोशिश करते जाना. Through the study of Shastra, through the deep understandings, what should be sought, what should not be sought. Permanent we should seek, not temporary. See, we should not say temporary, because temporary तो भी चलेगा, हम ऐसी धोरण भाव में रहते. Temporary नहीं, it's only illusory. Use the word illusory and delusory, mithya, more than temporary. Because लोग टेम्पररी नौकरी में जा रहे हैं, टेम्पररी तो है, तो कुछ दिन तो है ना. In spirituality, temporary, secondary, primarily it is delusory. Not at all real. In this way, Shubhecha we have to increase. Then next one is what? For obtaining that Atmanumoti, I am ready to do sadhana. ये वाला भी हम वेग रहते हैं for a long period of time. For not having clear information about need of sadhana and what is sadhana. Instead of all listening, we are only listening, not even listening, hearing only. Hearing is some sounds are coming, we hear them because our ears are open. The only thing that is open all the time is ears. So that hearing we do, birds chirping, we hear each chirping, we hear to the vehicles sound. So too one Babaji is bol rahe, we are hearing. From the hearing we have to come to the listening level. When you listen, then along with the conviction about the goal, Atma Anubhuti, about the necessity of sadhana and details of sadhana also will be understood by us. We have to check about this also, isn't it? And hundreds and thousands of sentences of our Upanishads, Shastras have already told us what is sadhana, of course, in different language, but the thing is same. What all of they say is same. Maybe in a different language they say. For a genius intellected, he will see one sadhana only in all those sayings. Same sadhana. And that same sadhana, technically in our Shastriya Bhasha, it's called as Vyatireka and Anvaya sadhana. Vyatireka and Anvaya sadhana. Again, it has two deep levels, one superficial and deeper one. I'll try to explain. If you can catch it. Vyatireka is simple. All anatma ko vyatirek karo. Anvaya means atma ka anvaya karo. This is simple meaning of it. But in the deeper meaning, as we saw in Mandukya Upanishads, the Vyatireka Anvaya Sadhana means what? Actually, in the seen world, what is purely all through permeated? In the seen world, what is truly permeated is that Satchidananda Paramatma. That's called actually Anvaya Sadhana. कौन सा चीज इस दिखने वाले दृष्टि में अन्वित है? What is that? Anvita permeated in the world I am seeing. Searching that is called Anvaya Sadhana. Then in the pure Paramatma, which is Nirguna Nirakara, is there any lakshanas of the Anatma in it? नहीं है ना, that's called Vyatirek. है ना, थोड़ा डीप जाए तो मीनिंग बदलता है. सुपरफिशियली व्यतिरेक मतलब जो बंधन में डालने वाला अनात्मा का व्यतिरेक करो. अन्वय मतलब जो मोक्ष देने वाला आत्मा है उससे अन्वय करो. लुक्स लाइक थियोरेटिकली, बट साधना दृष्टि से, डीप साधना दृष्टि से अन्वय मीन्स like in the ornament. What is Anvita? Totally, it's a gold only. So seeing gold in the ornament while seeing the ornament is called Anvaya. Earlier what we thought, rejecting the ornament is Anvaya. No, in the gold, the permeated, in the ornament, permeated gold seeing is called Anvaya. In the same way, in the gold, is there any corner में कहीं भी थोड़ा सा ornamentation है क्या? नहीं है, हो गया गोल्ड है, देखना इज अन्वय. This is the technical. In other places, so many ways said. योग दर्शन में भी वही बात, भक्ति में वही बात. इसे कॉल अनन्या चिंतयन्तो माम या चित्तवृत्ति निरोधा तदा दष्टु स्वरूप अवस्थानम. और अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्याम यत्सात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्याम यत् स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. By the method of अन्वय and व्यतिरेक, discover and identify with that which is always there, everywhere there, सर्वत्र and सर्वदा. सब जगह पे सब समय में कौन सा है उसको पकड़ना ही अन्वय व्यतिरेक. सेम थिंग सेड इन भगवद गीता. गीता भाषा में थोड़ा हम समझेंगे आज. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट साधना. 8th चैप्टर में कहते हैं भगवान, ब्यूटीफुल लवली श्लोक, एवरी होल चैप्टर गीता इज ब्यूटीफुल. द श्लोक इज अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन्. हे पार्थ, परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति. पुरुषम याति, परमम दिव्यम पुरुषम याति. द सुप्रीम डिवाइन पुरुषानुभूति, हे पार्थ, अर्जुन, one can get, one can enter into, one can experience. 3 words are used as sadhana. Like that Gita mein 100 things are, 100 places said same sadhana. Here the sadhana said are abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa na anyagamina chetasa anuchintayan. Anuchintayan means remembering I am a spiritual seeker, I have a spiritual goal. And listening to Shastra, doing the manana of it, it's called Anuchintayan. Because that is the basis. Like going to the office is the basis to do the work of office. पहले जाना है ना उधर. So to studying Shastra, listening Shastra is an entry for sadhana. वो every day करना है. That we can mention as Anuchintayan. Then the other 2 sadhanas. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa Nanyagavina Chetasa. And we studied Yoga Darshanam, therefore it's very easy for us. Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena. उसको उल्टा करो, योगा अभ्यास युक्तेन. सेम ना, अभ्यास योग कहो या योगा अभ्यास कहो. तो योगा अभ्यास युक्तेन चेतसा. फिर योग क्या हुआ? We already know it. चित्तवृत्ति निरोधा. Removing the vrittis from the chitta is called yoga sadhana. Then what is abhyasa? Tatra sthito yatna abhyasa. Tatra sthito yatna abhyasa in 2 levels. One, putting the chitta in the Suddha Sattva Guna by bringing it to Ekagrata Of course, by taking the name of Ishvara, Omkara, all those things, now I'll not say every one of them. You are a master of all of that, so I did not say. So there, the Abhyasa means putting the chitta in that ekagra bhumika in Yoga Bhasha. In Vedanta Bhasha, Tatra Sthita Yatna Abhyasa means in that pure conscious self only, the chitta has to be focused to such an extent that chitta merges in the Atman, Chiti, Chaitanya. It is called Abhyasa there. What is yoga? That which was not allowing us to do this, the chitta vrittis of the worldliness, they are all removed. है They are all there in the Vasanamaya Kosha, Samskar Roop mein. They express in the mind. They express as what? Pancha Klesha Vrittis. है ना क्लिष्टा वृत्ति सो देखो क्लिष्ट वृत्ति मतलब क्लेशों को दूर करने से वासनाएं दूर हो जाते क्लेश रिमूव्ड वासना रिमूव्ड then the yoga achieved av chitta vritti nirodha just like when we have the vasanas they express as the pancha kleshas as vrittis in our chitta avidya asmita raga dvesha abhinivesh so yoga kare in which we are removing vasanas and kleshas and vrittis of the chitta of the worldly nature. Abhyas kare with that chitta in trying to be one with the God, one with the self, one with the Atma, one with the Sakshi, one with the Drashta, one with the Chaitanya Swarupa, one with the Purusha, one with the Gneya Vastu. Word कुछ भी आप use करें, but the main thing is to be understood. And while doing so, ना अन्य गामिना इधर उधर जाने मत देना उसको चित्त को अदर इधर जाना अगेन इन योगा भाषा इज स्थानी उपनिमंत्रणे संगस्मयाकरणम अन्यगामी इज again the earlier vasanas come and try to pull us there or en route only beautiful siddhis etc are kept in front of us उसमें फंसना नहीं लक्ष्य को बदलना नहीं is called as na अन्यगामी चित्त so yoga yukta chitta अभ्यासक युक्त चित्त न अन्यगामी चित्त सबसे पहले अनुचिंतयन चित्त Anuchintayan Chitta is like the chemistry class for the students in the classroom. The other things are chemistry lab as they go to the laboratory and do those chemical experiments. Isn't it? So, in that Abhyasa and Yoga, example is what? First examples ले लो. Then अपने ऊपर practice करो. What is the example? Example is I am the ocean, not the waves. I am the ocean, not the waves. I am the ocean, not the waves. Ocean is reality. Waves are projected. Ocean is the substratum. Waves are superimposed. Isn't it? This is called Abhyas. First the example. I am the gold, not the ornaments. I am the gold, not the ornaments. I am the gold, not the ornaments. I am the mud, not the pots. Pots are superimposed on the mud. How much they have? Utility value, Vyavahara value. But still, superimposed on the gold, the mud. Isn't it? Continuously. Those examples are most powerful one in meditation to bring us to the attention of the self. So I am the gold, not ornaments. So I am the conscious self, not the upadhis. I am the conscious self, not the upadhis. This is the sadhana. Till I am the conscious self becomes stronger and I am not the upadhi becomes stronger. Like when we take a medicine of 7 days dosage, क्या होता है इंसान दिनों में? All those disease causing whatever bacteria are there, they are thrown away. Yesterday, day before, we saw in our Atmoda, Ajnana Kalusham Jivam Jnana Abhyasat Vinirmalam Krutva Jnanam Swayam Nasheda Jalam Katakarenuvat. Jnanam is Abhyasa Jnana. When the experience is achieved, then the practice ki zarurat nahi, na? But till the experience happens, this is the practice. Million examples we can do. I am the earth, not the trees. Trees all come from the earth. So the substratum का याद ज़्यादा होता रहना चाहिए. Even though now that substratum, the conscious self, is not apprehendable to us. In fact, it is never apprehended as a concept. But as a concept only, we do practice. When the practice becomes very intense, deeper, that we understand, यार मैं तो thought entertain कर रहा हूँ, that I am Chaitanya. Which is that which is eliminating even this thought that I am Chaitanya. In that inquiry, thought gets dropped. Then what happens? I am that experience comes. That I am that experience again cannot be objectified, cannot be defined, cannot be explained. Need not be, first of all. We experience it. Somebody asks, Guru asks, we tell him, yes, Guru Maharaj, aisa ho gaya. Otherwise, what is there to tell to whom? You know yourself, I know myself. There is nothing to talk. दो ज्ञानी को बात नहीं करना होता है, हम तो उसमें है बस. Guru, Shishya, Guru teaches in the beginning, disciple heard, Guru did disciple did the sadhana, then toward the end, final confirmation में, शिष्य asks, Guru Maharaj, ऐसा हो रहा है, correct है क्या? हाँ बेटा, you are right. Like Janakji substantiated Shukadevji's experience in Yoga Vasishta. So, how many things there? Regular remembrance that my goal is Paramatma, Paramatma. Then I am a sadhak. Then what is sadhana? Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa, na anyagavina chetasa, then anuchintayan paramam purusham yati. He Partha, he Arjuna. In what is yoga? Chitta vritti nirodha. What is abhyasa? Ahatma practice. Chitta vritti nirodha is done in the yoga by Ashtanga yoga or Abhyasa Vairagya yoga or Tapaswadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhana. All of them are to eliminate the vrittis of chitta right from the cause of them called samskara. Remember, I have to have chitta. In the chitta, I have to have the thoughts of my choice. This is called, for which the chitta is given, functional. But now क्या होता है? I have chitta, but it has its own thoughts. Which thoughts? Because of the vasanas. अब वासना युक्त वृत्तियां हैं. एक्चुअली वासना जीरो है, तो वासना प्रॉम्प्टेड वृत्तियां जीरो है. जो वृत्ति मुझे चाहिए वो है. Like your 10 servants, everyone does whatever they want. Nobody listens to you. ऐसा होते काम नहीं होता. You have one servant who only listens to you. That is done. That's called the वृत्ति रहित, मतलब वासना जनित वृत्ति रहित चित्त. Other chitta required for having the transactions. But that is, I know. Emotion kaho, या knowledge kaho, कोई action kaho. I know which vritti required at that time. I express that vritti in my chitta. Once work is over, the vritti is dissolved. Chitta is merged in the chitta. That is what the jnanis stay in that experience. Then Atmanubhuti, when व्यवहार required, उसमें से चित्त में से वृत्ति ले आकर जो भी करना है करके वृत्ति goes to चित्त goes to चित्त. So yoga is that. Abhyasa is practice that I am the Chetana Atma. Before that, I am Drashta, I am Sakshi. उसके लिए एग्जाम्पल दिया. I am the gold, not ornaments. I am the ocean, not the waves. I am the Chaitanya Atma, not Sharira. Chaitanya Atma, not Prana, not Mana, not Buddhi, not Indriya. No, in this only, it's the greatness of yoga. In this only, whole world is denied. Because whole world is in the chitta only. Like a person. And my emotion to that person of attachment or love. They are not outside in the person. In my own chitta only. And it is only aberration. Out of delusion. Creating entire havoc of samsara. And Devadas ban ke ro raha hu main. We are becoming Devadas and crying For the thoughts only, not the people. People are outside. They never enter our mind. Their thoughts enter our mind. How much ever the person is in front of you, you shake hand and hug and all. That person has not entered you. The thought of that person. That person, how can he enter? He is gross. The mind is subtle. We never experience the gross. We experience the subtle. Where is the sukha dukkha or prema? When you see that person or don't see, it is in the mind, no? Therefore, when the chitta, mana, buddhi, upadhi themselves are rejected by saying I have not done, in that mana buddhi is the whole world of things and beings. They are rejected. They have to be rejected. Otherwise, we continue to be in the delusion of reality to the people and our relation to them, and it never works out. No relative can work out absolutely. It appears to be working. That is a delusion. And we keep on having that आशा. 2 मिनट सुख मिला इसलिए जिंदगी भर सुख मिलना है ऐसा चाहते हुए पीछे बढ़े रहते वस्तुओं के वक्तों. That's called delusion. One thought should come. This person, why is he traveling in my mind? Or this object? It's in the mind and only, no? Not outside. Outer object never enters the mind. The mind is not outer object. So mind is in my hand. Why should I give value, entertain? And a person to whom I'm attached. Everybody is not attached. That's why they are happy also. I am suffering by attachment. Why should I suffer? मेरे को दुखी नहीं होना. If you decide it, no, you give up all the attachments. Why should I become miserable? And we are doing nothing harm to that person. Only in our own mind the delusion is there about the thing or an experience or a place, an object, a object owned, कोई भी हो, वो धन कनक वस्तु, वाहन, कोई पोजीशन, कुछ भी हो, or any person, any relation. It can be both, your own close relation, wife, husband, children, or the people somebody is suffering in Somalia. You don't suffer when they are suffering. You pray if they want to pray them. हो गया. But we take the emotion, अरे ये तो एयरक्राफ्ट क्रैश में ये मर गयो, ट्रेन क्रैश में वो मर गयो, लैंडस्लाइड में ये मर गयो. These are all informations in the mind we are seeing and suffering. In the Vyavahara it is different. You console, you help, जो कर सकते. But we are talking sadhana, no? Sadhana is not Vyavahara. Sadhana is in the mind. In that level, what is there? मेरा ही वृत्तियाँ ही है. Why am I become miserable? Even that misery also is a vritti. So person is vritti. Attachment to the person is vritti. Suffering because of attachment also is vritti. Which are all not required. But we never knew this, so we were entertaining. We were always in the agitated state of mind. That's misery. And in that bargain, the real self is never cared. सबसे important ये है. Our real self is never cared only. इसलिए ये वाला अभ्यास. That shloka is good. ये chapter. अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना चेतसा अनुचिंतयन परमं पुरुषं पार्थ याति दिव्यम. परमं दिव्यं पुरुषं याति. अभ्यास योग युक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना paramam purusham divyam yati bharta. After this only, those 8 techniques of meditation, Bhagwan gives. Kavim Purana Manushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyah Sarvasya Datarvachindya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasamparastat. Then he gives the meditation. Prayana Kale Manasachalena Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Chaiva Prabhor Madhye Pranamavesha Samyak Satam Param Purushopaithi Divyo Yadaksharam Vedavido Vadanti. These are all meditation. These are all answer to the 7th question of Arjuna. Out of 7. 7th is Prayana Kalecha Katam Gneyos. In the language of evening Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana, without the Jivan Mukti, getting the Videha Mukti. So in as much that at the time of leaving the body only, entering to Paramatma. That's the meaning of Prayana Kale Katam Gneyos. But again, Gita, without doing throughout life, during the prayana kala, we cannot remember Paramatma. Sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmarayuddecha. Then only you remember me. It's very beautiful. If you can coordinatedly understand all Shastras and the sadhana told, it's a very good information, good way of studying. But all said and done, without our applying ourselves, either to study or to remember or to do sadhana, and nothing is going to happen. Our Vasishtha is very intelligent. That's why before starting his teaching, first and foremost he says is, what was the shloka yesterday? In this world, everybody obtained everything because of samprayukta purushartha, samyak prayukta purushartha. So you put your effort to achieve. I only can guide you, direct you. This is again base. That's why the first thought. I have to have my Atmanumuti and Moksha. I have to do my sadhana. And this is a sadhanas. Yoga, Abhyasa, Anna Anyagami, Anuchintayan. Yoga is Chittavritti Nirodha. Abhyasa is put the mind in Paramatma. Both are simultaneously done. Like the example. I am the ocean, I am not the wave. I am the gold, I am not the ornament. I am the mud, I am not the pot. And what is the relation between the ocean and the wave, gold and ornament? Superimposed substratum. Substratum is real, unreal. Eternal, non-eternal. Ocean is eternal, waves come and go. Gold is eternal, ornaments come and go. The pure conscious self in me is eternal, all upadhis come and go. Upadhirayate saeva gacchati, saeva jiryan mriyate. Upadhi comes, upadhi goes, upadhi goes on. Becoming growing, it only becomes jirna, एक दिन खत्म हो जाता. Wave comes, wave grows, wave stays, wave decays, wave dies. Nothing happens to ocean. I am that. Today also, from today in our Atma Moda, same thoughts will be explained. Beautiful. अब इसी में लगे रहना, उस मूड में रहना. We have to be consumed by that one. We have to die to the world. World should be like a dream to us, a vague dream. बस खाना था खा लिए, को काम करना था कर लिए. We have to be in the intoxication only of sadhana. Like the bhaktas are in the bhakti intoxication. Kami are in kami intoxication. The drunkards are the drinking. Yesterday we discussed all this in the same introduction class. So Adhyatmik sadhaka is in that Adhyatmika intoxication. It has to be. Then only all these will transcend and reach into that zone. ये सब नहीं पता हमको या पता नहीं करना चाहते. They are all ignorances. That is the childishness in spirituality. That we want to grow spiritually, but what is the meaning of growth or what to do to grow, this we don't want to listen. Shastra tells both Lakshya and Marga and Tayari. You have to be regular. So may we clearly understand what to achieve, what to do for that achievement, and maybe even do it. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya Erime Guruvi Purvam Badhavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyata Sarva Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधे साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध मोक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ सम्बन्धभाष्यम्। Correct. Now the topic is iti evamaadini, such and such so many Brahma Sutra and Upanishadic Vakyas, Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva Pradhana. These are all the Pradhana Vakyas which talk about Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva. 4 words, they are to be by hearted. Nishprapancha Brahma Atma. And that is a Tattva. Nishprapancha means no world in that of multiples. Brahma means which is all pervading. But the experience should be of Atma. It should be experienced as my own self. Tattva means that is the essence, nothing other than it. These Vakyas talk about it. What about widespread all other sentences in the Upanishads? Some of them talk about Paramatma Saprapancha only. Rupanama Yukta, Visheshana Yukta. Savishesha. What about them? Itarani Karana Brahma Vishayani. They are all Karana Brahma Vishaya to answer your questions where you are seeing the world and asking for the cause. Karana Brahma Vishayani na tat pradhanani. They are neither indicating that Paramatma Tattva nor they can give the moksha. This is the clarity we have to. Na tat pradhanani. Tat pradhanani atat pradhanebhya baliyansi bhavanti. So simple it is. The Tat Pradhana Vakyas are important than the Atat Pradhana. As we gave you example, when I talk to you on phone, there is a Tat Pradhana, one important purpose for which I talk. So I start some other nonsense to create that atmosphere. Because I am talking that they are not so important or real. But they are only making bhumika. They are Atat Pradhana. है ना? सो फाइनली तत्प्रधान में आ जाता हूँ मैं, मुझे ये मदद चाहिए आपसे या कुछ भी सलाह तड़ी तत्प्रधान. In the same way, Upanishad is तत्प्रधान. The जगत which you are seeing, the multiplicity, उसको बोलने के लिए शास्त्र की क्या जरूरत है? You are anyway seeing it. All of that is Paramatma only in this form. Vishesha Brahman, Brahman with Visheshanas is this universe. और उसके लिए क्या बोलना आपको? बस उसमें धर्म का फॉलो करो प्रॉपरली या उपासना करो तो तुमको सब कुछ मिलेगा. वो तो हमेशा कही आ रहे हैं ना. बट दैट इज नॉट मोक्ष. सब कुछ मीन्स एवरीथिंग ऑफ द अनात्मा. When we talk about the moksha, it is only in the experience of the tat, the substrat. Therefore, tat pradhana vakya always should be given more importance. That way, tat pradhanani atat pradhanebhya baliyansi bhavanti. Atah, therefore, तत्पर श्रुति प्रतिपन्नत्वात्, तत्पर श्रुति में बताने के कारण Nirvisheshameva Brahma avagantavya. First, accept the Brahman to be Nirvishesham. Na punaha Savishesham. Not Savishesha Brahma. Savishesha Brahma can never be ultimate. Nirvishesha Brahman alone is ultimate. Savishesha Brahma will give everything but not mukti. Only Nirvishesha Brahma gives mukti. पहले इसमें फिक्स हो जाओ. इन द्वेष में निर्विशेष उपाध्याय. Now you come to ask your question. हम उसका भी जवाब देंगे. What is the question? का तर्हि आकारवद विषयाणाम श्रुतीनाम गति. Then what is the explanation for the Shruti, which talks about Saguna, Sakara, Savishesha Brahma in the form of all Devatas, even the Ishvara and all. Iti Akankshayam. When this is asked, then to satisfy them, not to fight with them or reject, to help them from their stand. But ब्रह्म सूत्र में भगवान सूत्रकार ने कहा कि प्रकाशवत प्रकाशवच्च अवई अर्थात, प्रकाश के समान वो व्यर्थ नहीं है, अल्टीमेट नहीं है लेकिन व्यर्थ नहीं है, उसको यूज करो तुम. व्हाट इज इट की इति इस सूत्र, सूत्र का एक्सप्लेनेशन भाष्यकार सेज चंद्र सूर्यादीनां जलादि उपाधिकृत नानात्ववच्च. Chandra or Surya, lot of the parts are there in the water is there. So many moons are there reflected in the parts. In that same way, Brahmana api, of the Parabrahman also, Upadikruta nanatva rupasya. Upadikruta nanatva rupa. Nirupadika is one, but Upadika nanatva rupasya vidyamanatvat. Through the Upadi, conditional experience, expression is appearing to be many. Manatvad tad akaravataha brahmanaha akara vishesha upadesha. So tad akara brahmanaha आकार विशेष उपदेश श्रुति ने कहा. अब किस लिए कहा? उपासनार्थः. Upasana means to bring our attention slowly to that Paramatma who is expressing as so many, not to bring our attention to the many expressions. That is the meaning of Upasana. So सारे हम मूर्तियां लगा के पूजा करते हैं. Saguna Sakara is to bring our attention to the Paramatma. After attention is brought to the Paramatma, taking all those Rupa Nama, next is inquiry only. Ki who is that Paramatma? What is the exact nature? What is his relation to me? His exact nature is Satchidananda Brahma. A relation to me is I am that. That is the meaning of Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva, with which this topic started. Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva is the Tatpada Pradana. Tatpradana Vakyas. All other are Atatpradana Vakya. And वो भी हेल्प करते हैं उपासना के लिए. उपासना अलग, विचारणा अलग, अनुभव अलग. Upasana is you are believing or coming near to Paramatma. Vicharana or dhyana is inquiring to the nature of Paramatma. Anubhava is knowing that Brahman to be Satchidananda and it is me. And that alone is there. In this way, ki upasanartha na virudhyate. It is for upasana. So we don't fight with you. When you call, that alone is ultimate. And that Saguna Brahma also, you are doing upasana again to ask for the unreal other things of the world. Then we object to you in your interest. We don't do it. तुमको हम चेतावनी दे रहे, इसी को संसार कहते हैं. Wherein Saguna Sakara Ishvara is worshipped for the Mithya Rupanama desire of the worldliness. That is why उपासना चल रहा है. उपासना के फल में वाट एवर यू आस्किंग वो भी मिल रहा है और संसार भी चल रहा है. Nobody is permanently happy with getting whatever they want. And we don't get what we don't want. We wanted it. We only asked for what we have now. But nothing is giving happiness. Then what do? Chalo, the next set of things, if they come, I will be happy. With this imagination notion only, we asked for all those things which are given to us in the present. है ना, आज मुझे जो भी मिला है इसमें सुख होगा ऐसा मानकर मैंने भगवान से पूछा, इसलिए उन्होंने दिया, लेकिन मिलने के बाद नो सुख। अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, द अदर सेट ऑफ प्लेसेस आर थिंग्स आर बीइंग्स, व्हेन आई गेट आई विल गेट सुख, दिस इज कॉल्ड डेल्यूजन, एंड देन आई आस्क फॉर इट, भगवान सेज तथास्तु, एंड डेफिनेटली आई विल गेट इट, बट फिर से उसमें सुख नहीं होगी। दिस इज कॉल्ड संसार। Imagining that if not here, there will be the sukha is delusion. And really trying for it, getting it, yet not satisfied, yet miserable is called samsara. It will continue. You can, things are million projected, reality is one, projected are many, therefore you can go on asking for it, asking for it, asking for it. You can get, you can get, you can get, but you will never be happy. Happiness is freedom from want. वांट का फ्रीडम हो जाएगा वांट से, व्हेन यू गेट इनफाइनाइट, इनफाइनाइट इज अ सबस्ट्रेटम, अदर थिंग्स आर फाइनाइट, दो इट इज अदर ट्रैक ऑफ डिस्कशन, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन आइडिया। सो तुमको चित्त शुद्धि, अंतःकरण शुद्धि आदि के लिए उपासना हेतु सगुण साकार ब्रह्म दिया गया, करो, बट एक बार थ्रू उपासना व्हेन द चित्त अंतःकरण बिकम शुद्ध, नो विद दैट इंक्वायर एंड डिस्कवर द सच्चिदानंद ब्रह्म. Don't stop there at that level. Don't ask that Ishvara even to give Salokya, Sarokya, Samipya, Mukti. Don't ask him for any other Loka Sukha. Because by mistake, if you ask, he has no other word to say than Tathastu. अब एक बार तथास्तु हो गया ना सैंक्शन, वो तुमको भोगना ही पड़ेगा, चाहे सुख हो या दुख हो. लाइक ध्रुव आस्क्ड फॉर ध्रुव लोक, भगवान ने तथास्तु कहा तो बेचारा उसको जाना ही पड़ेगा. यमराज आस्क्ड था यम पद, बाद में उन्होंने फिर ये अपने अपनी जीभ को चबाया, भाई मैंने क्यों पूछा ऐसा, तो उन्हें पूछा बट इट इज सैंक्शन, बटन दबा दिया बस. इंद्र आस्क्ड फॉर इंद्र पद, मिल गया, वो इज फ्रस्ट्रेटेड देयर. व्हाई डिड आई आस्क, सो वी हैव टू बी केयरफुल. आई अभी से, इसलिए आज का टुडे का इंट्रोडक्शन, आई वांट आत्मानुभूति, नथिंग अदर देन इट. To get these convictions only, there's vigorous listening, and you and I are lucky because we are following the Upanishads serially. We are brought into these Upanishads, Shwethashwathara, in the sequence in which Sambandha Bhashya itself is so strong and tagada. We are also spending time. Some of you may feel it, बस इतना दिन हो गया, मैं नहीं सोच रहा हूँ, मैं तो पूरा पढ़ने के लिए बैठा हूँ. So these are all for upasana bhaiya, not reality. Clear? Then he says, evam avayarthyam nanakara brahma vishayanam vakyanam iti भेदश्रुतीनाम औपाधिक ब्रह्म विषयत्वेन अवैयर्थ्यम उक्त्वा पुनः अपि निर्विशेषमेव ब्रह्म इति दृढयितुम्. Again, I told you yesterday, क्या है ना, when you give out of any kindness or concern also, some lenience or permission, others take it for granted, feel it as their right. That is how we get caught up in your own relation with the friends and beings. Out of concern only, love only you do. But they take it as their right to sit on our head. And then we are also attached because we also get something from them. अब फंस जाते हैं फिर पूछा क्यों नहीं आया कल क्लास में, दूर थे, दोस्त आया, मुंबई से आया मेरा दोस्त. फिर स्वामी जी बताओ, इन एनी टाइम ऑफ द डे आर यू एनी वे इम्पोर्टेंट टू मी देन द दोस्त, therefore I left you and went. This is how here also Guru doesn't want to take any blame on himself. What is the blame? Guru never does wrong, but he can be blamed. When he can be blamed? When the permission is given. What is the permission is given? Permission for the Brahman to be Sopadika. He has said Brahman for with Upadhi is there for the Upasana sake to help that fellow. But that fellow will take it as authority. Guru ne kaha Brahma is Sopadika and do the Upasana. वो ये नहीं कहेगा कि ये कहा है फॉर द अंतःकरण शुद्धि, देन कम बैक टू निर्गुण ब्रह्म निर्विशेष ब्रह्म। वो अपनी मर्जी से वो काट लेगा, वो एडिट करेगा। Like everywhere, when communication is to be done through some intermediate person, that fellow अपना choice का कुछ ऐड करेगा, जो नहीं है उसको डिलीट करके कन्वे करेगा। This is how the problems happen in communication, no? We can't trust, don't use anybody as mediator. You only communicate. खुद ही communicate करने पर भी लोग गलत समझ रहे हैं। अब दूसरे बंदे को बीच में बोलेगा, आप उसको जाकर वो बोलो, वो क्या बोलेगा नहीं पता। Then you tell, but I sent my servant to tell this to you, but he did not tell me like that. You trusted the servant, but he's a bhulakkad. He said half, he did not say the other half. Instead, you have to communicate directly. This is I'm telling in the Vyavahara. But here, the blame will come. Guru ने कहा सोपाधिक ब्रह्म है, उनका उपासना कर सकते. So to cut that blemish, Guru Maharaj again starting in Brahma Sutra, after accepting सोपाधिक ब्रह्म for upasana, फिर भी बेटा याद रख, ये तुमने कहा, तुम्हारे वास्तव में कहा, बट रियलिटी तो निर्विशेष निर्गुण ब्रह्मन अलोन इज रियल. I am not compromising my point for your sake. I am accepting your point also for your sake, only for your sake. So that is the meaning of it. Evam, in this way, avayarthyam means not waste, not waste. Waste नहीं है. अवैर्थ मीन्स वैतथ्य नहीं है, गलत नहीं है. क्या? नानाकार ब्रह्म विषयाणाम वाक्यानाम. The Vakyas in Upanishad which talk about the Brahman having नाना आकार रूप गुण, ऐसे ब्रह्म को व्यर्थ नहीं है ऐसा बताकर वेद श्रुति नाम. Therefore, the Shrutis which talk about the Brahman with the Veda, with the gunas, but why औपाधिक ब्रह्म विषयत्वेन, है ना, औपाधिक ब्रह्म के बारे में वो भी उपासना के लिए अवैर्त्यम उक्त्वा, है ना, या इट इज देयर, यू कैन यूज इट एटसेट्रा करके पुनः अपि फाइनली निर्विशेषमेव ब्रह्म इति दृढ़यितुम, टू क्लियरली दृढ़ रूपेण टेल that nirveshasya alone is brahman. Again shruti mata or the brahma sutra itself, vyas chirete ahacha tanmatram iti. But finally to brahman is a nirguna nirvishesha tatmatra only. For upasana sake upadhyukta brahma we have provided you for some time, but that is not ultimate. For that, this is the sutra. What is it? Ahacha tanmatram iti. Having said this sutra, to substantiate that sutra, the sutrakar himself quotes the Upanishad mantras. वो कोट करके भगवान शंकर जी स्लोली हमको उसी रास्ते में ले आते. निर्विशेष निर्गुण ब्रह्मन alone, because that alone gives mukti. And it is so difficult for us to understand and accept the presence of it. And we are familiar with the world of multiplicity, isn't it? Therefore, it is required for us to listen this thing 1,000 times till that acceptance comes, conviction comes that Brahman is Nirguna. Nirguna only is the moksha giver. I have to seek it. Otherwise, we go for Saguna. Saguna mein you get everything but not moksha. That you remember. विषय सुख मिलेगा, भोग मिलेगा, बट द फाइनाइट्यूड से मोक्ष, डिजायर से मोक्ष, ये तो केवल इनफाइनाइट ब्रह्म आत्मबोध से ही होता है. So how much vigorous this way we have to study these topics for the data to enter into us, and then we have to accept it on the seat of contemplation. Then we work for it. Why we don't work for परमात्मा? because conviction ही नहीं हुआ, बात ही समझ में नहीं आया, जरूरत ही महसूस नहीं हुआ, और जो दुनिया चल रहा है बढ़िया है. Everything is good, food is good, and house is good, comforts are nice, anything I want to enjoy, I have lot of money, टीवी चाहिए तो टीवी देखता हूँ, खाना है तो खा लेता हूँ, घूमना है तो घूम रहा हूँ. तो these are so powerful delusions, you know. Then ask but बाद में कुछ होता है, वो बात की बात बाद में देखेंगे, अब तो बढ़िया हूँ ना. This is called as चार्वाकवाद. That is the difficulty. Like in Indian set of government, doing good is so difficult for the public. बट आफ्टर डूइंग द गुड दैट आई हैव डन गुड बेटा, फिर से मुझे वोट दे दो. ऐसा कहना और भी मुश्किल होता है इंडिया में। एंड इस बेवकूफ़ लोग, जनता, वोट करने वाले, दिमाग होता ही नहीं, सोचते नहीं कि कौन रियली सेवा कर रहे हैं, दिल से सोचते हैं। और दिल, दिल मीन्स इमोशन, कि किसी ने ऐसे उकसाया, बहकाया, बस बहक गए, उकस गए, वो इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हो गए। द नेचर, इंडियन नेचर मेनली, more sentimental and emotional than intellectual. The other reason for it is what? We have thousands of the gurus who are talking the emotional subjects of bhakti and all. One or two only are there who talk the intellectual reality, and nobody goes to that. When you intellectually analyze about truth, your intellect becomes grow strong. With a strong intellect, you will think what is right or wrong. If that is not there, you will only feel with the heart. हाँ, वो कह रहे मैं फ्री में दूंगा, फुकट में दूंगा। अरे कैसे दोगे? इंटेलेक्चुअल फेलो दो प्रश्न पूछेगा, तुम कैसे दोगे और कहाँ से दोगे? फिर से मेरे से लोगे ना। इंटेलेक्चुअल फेलो क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड, फ्री में दे रहा है मतलब ये बेवकूफ है, ये देना ही नहीं फ्री, मेरे को तो लेना भी नहीं एक्चुअली। बट इमोशनल, अरे फ्री में दे रहे हैं मतलब उसको इतना मेरे ऊपर प्यार है, चलो वोट दे देते हैं उसको। इन द सेम वे, just do this puja, then you will get this sukha, that bhoga, Ram ji ka padho, Hanuman ji ka padho, ye milega. These are all emotional. They're all making us worldly. Isn't it? Where is the truth discussed there? And such महात्मा, ओ चंदन बिंदी माला है, ऐसे बोलेंगे और लोग भी वो हजारों लाखों में जाएंगे वहां पे, स्टैम्पेड होता है। Isn't it? Whereas और इवन भक्ति शास्त्रों में फाइनली तत्व का ही उन्होंने बताया। बट दीज गुरुस नो, तत्व बोले सब कोई आएगा नहीं, भाग जाएंगे, देन हाउ माई टाइम पास कैन बी डन? सो देयरफॉर even though he knows or doesn't know, he'll not talk that. He will understand the nerve of the people. People want money, people want power. तो इन द पुराण में मनी पावर मिलने के लिए उन्होंने कोई पोजिशन फॉर कोई टॉक्स बताए, some prasangas are there along with the upasana प्रक्रिया and proofs, examples. है ना, सुदामा वेंट टू कृष्णा, ओ रोए शरण, कृष्ण ने ऐसा ब्लेस किया, सुदामा बिकम वेरी रिच, देन वी बिकम कृष्ण भक्त टू बिकम रिच एंड गो अवे फ्रॉम कृष्ण। they we don't understand that सुदामा को भगवान का दर्शन हुआ, he only wanted that, his wife wanted the money, therefore the money is given to the wife, not to Sudama. Sudama never took money, he stayed in the big palatial building given, but only in Krishna darshana, Krishna bhakti only was. But these subtle things who will tell? Nobody. If any bhakti teaching guru doesn't say that ultimately that Krishna is your own Atman, Rama is your Atman, in that realization only there is mukti to you and your real devotion is that, then he has not taught the ultimate. And when you don't teach ultimate, you are binding the people. इसलिए बोलो तो सत्य बोलो, नहीं बोलो, सत्य नहीं बोलो तो बोलो मत. If you speak, speak truth. If you can't speak truth, don't speak. That is the authority for Puja Gurudev, Adi Shankara Bhagwan, Vyas Bhagavan. We are following that. If you give these many lectures, we have never entertained you कि ऐसे धन मिलेगा, वस्तु मिलेगा. In our 7,500 classes, other than the truth, have we any time talked about? Wherever we said, just you have those things in a secured form so that your attention is not diverted for that. Minimum. You do not suffer for survival. That much we do. But other than that, our thing is tattva only. सेम थिंग इज हियर. उपनिषदों में ही, वेदों में ही सगुण साकार ब्रह्म उपासना बताए. उपासना सर टू टाइप्स. वन इज फलाशक्ति युक्त उपासना, सेकंड इज अंतःकरण शुद्धि हेतु उपासना. उपासना इज सेम. It has two results to give, either antakarana shuddhi or the outer one, not two. Obtaining the outer thing, still having antakarana shuddhi doesn't happen because ashuddhi of the antakarana is desire only. So by asking for the outer things, you are only strengthening your desire. You are asking for the impurity only. Therefore, if you ask for inner impurity, what you are asking is freedom from the desire of the outer world. सो हे भगवान, हे रुद्राभिषेक मैं कर रहा हूँ, हे रुद्र भगवान आपके कृपा से करोड़पति बनूं. दैट इज अंतकरण अशुद्धि वाला उपासना. Because when you have the money, you want to enjoy, indulge, forget God in that bargain. But oh Rudra Bhagavan, I am doing upasana to you, that my heart should be freed from all desires, so that I desire only you and I reach you. Then this upasana is for Shuddhi of Antakarana. And after doing this for some lives, it's very clear. मेरे को मन में वो कुछ चाहिए नहीं, वरदान क्या है, जो है सो है, उसको पकड़ो. The truth which is permeating everywhere, you realize that in that way. So what is these Brahma Sutra and what are the substantiating Upanishadic Vakyas uh, in which reiterated the Nirguna Nirvishesha Brahman alone as ultimate. We'll see them tomorrow. In that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 बस भैया कुछ ही पड़ा है हमको ये देखने के लिए. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. ओम 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 ओम. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Don't miss the classes. Let us try to study.